Hello! I am here. How you guys doing? I almost took a nap for way too long. I'm gonna go on ahead and bookmark that for later. Oops. Accidentally closed the dashboard. Didn't mean to do that. Stream's still going, but that just means I'm not keeping track of things. There we go, it's back up. Alright. Live chat. Alright. Checking Nightbot, make sure it is active. And I'm going to refresh the chat to speed it up a little bit. Yeah, seriously. How's the chat widget for YouTube just so bad? Why is it delayed the way it is? Alright, well, Nightbot is working. There we go. Alright, now I can finish doing that. And you. And you. Okay. Alright, everything seems set now. Alright, cool. Hi, I'm live. Turn this down just a hair more on OBS. Okay. So, we took care of basically half of the stuff in the Sorrow of Werlyt. Let's go on and try to finish up the rest of it and see what other horrors we can encounter. If I seem a little more subdued than usual, it's because I decided to take a nap after I made the first Blue Sky post at about 6 o'clock, so about an hour ago, and I nearly overslept. So I had to quickly completely wake up and get the stream going. But I'm here. I'm awake. I can do stuff. How about we go on ahead and do more stuff? Oh, it's good to see you, Throat. I'm pleased to report that Master Garland and the others uncovered a fair bit of useful information at the Imperial facility in Turncliffe. In fact, he'd like you to rendezvous with Gaius in town square where he'll reveal what they found. Once you're ready to depart, your escort would lead the way. Okay. Alright, Mr. Escort, take me over there. Turncliffe, please. Or once again, it is nighttime when I'm doing this. Now that you're here, perhaps Sid will finally deign to dispense his findings. Sever, inform of the throat's arrival. Thanks for coming. So what have you discovered? To tell the truth, we were lucky to obtain any information at all, considering the lengths to which the Imperials went to in covering the tracks. You see, the hangar below was not just used to store the weapons, but played a critical role in their creation. We now know the code names given to 3 of the weapons, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Obviously, we're all familiar with the first 2, but the third is something of an unknown quantity. At the very least, this confirms the existence of another of those abominations.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go after it! Problem lies in ascertaining its whereabouts. None of the locals have seen anything resembling a weapon being transported either by land or air. Which of course leaves the only one option, the sea. According to what fragmented data we were able to recover, the Emerald weapon is equipped with aquatic capabilities, much like Sapphire. Meaning that its escape from Turncliffe would have gone undetected. Could potentially be anywhere by now, but if Alphonse plans to have it absorb more primals, the logical choice would be Eorzea.
And traveling by sea would allow him to circumvent the front line at Gimlet entirely. The Alliance must be alerted at once.
Hold your chocobos, Sever. It seems that the Emerald weapon was still incomplete when the 7th Legion withdrew from Turncliffe. It's far more likely it was transported to another facility in order to add the finishing touches. If your supposition is correct, that would narrow our search to 2 possible locations. Castrum Marinum and in the Rotano Sea, and Castrum Osidens in eastern Lenosha.
Both of which are known to harbor remnants of the 14th Legion, your former subordinates, Gaius.
Be that as it may, our objective is unchanged. Valdolin, you and Sever will make your way to Castrum Osidens while Throat and I head for Castrum Marinum.
Should we locate the Emerald weapon, we will give the signal to dispatch the G-Warrior and eliminate it before it can be activated.
Sorry to disappoint you, but we're still repairing the damages sustained during the encounter with the Sapphire weapon. While elegant machinery has its uses, it's a bugger to find replacement parts in a pinch. We've actually been working to expand its already impressive arsenal, but the G-Warrior itself is in no fit state for combat. While I'm aware this is far from adequate replacement, I can provide an Ironworks submersible to help Throat and Gaius reach Castrum Marinum. I'll have one sent to the head to Vespa Bay.
Submersible, eh? I don't like the sound of it. Perhaps Sever and I should count ourselves fortunate that our destination could be approached by land. I pray you have a safe journey. Watch yourself out there, Throat.
Me and Gaius in a submersible in close quarters together. What could possibly go wrong? Except me slitting his ankles open. It's time we departed. Let's make our way to Vespa Bay.
I can't guarantee the safety of your legs.
Oh, we're here. Cool.
As per Master Gollin's instructions, the submersible is ready when you are. But before you depart, I've received some scraps of intelligence regarding your opponent from my colleagues in Turncliffe. Apparently, it uses some sort of levitating hand-like appendages, 6 of them in fact. Though we're not quite sure what purpose they serve, it sounds like they have eyes in the back of their... It sounds like having eyes in the back of your head may come in handy, but that's all we know, I'm afraid.
You have our thanks. After all, forewarned is forearmed. If the Emerald weapon has indeed been transported to this castrum, it would need to enter via the dry dock. We shall do likewise. As one might expect, there are measures in place to keep out intruders, but the security systems can be tricked into recognizing us as an Imperial vessel.
That said, infiltrating the facility is merely the first step. Should the Emerald Weapon be activated, it's only a matter of time before the pilot uses Oversoul. We must silence the Warmark on it before this happens, and failing that, grant the poor soul at its helm the mercy of a swift death. If these wounds heal more quickly, I could have gone with you, but I fear I would only slow you down. As such, I shall provide what support I can from afar. Whatever happens, the Emerald Weapon must be defeated at all costs.
Alright, so it looks like we're the lucky ones with the, weapon. So, let me go on ahead and, how's my dancer doing? Yeah, doing alright. I am not confident in healing this I'm not confident in, healing this one, so probably just gonna stick to DPS. I'm gonna try dancer. Alright. Let's go on and join. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go on ahead and head back to the first and take care of our, weekly, story progression thing, unless I've done that already. That can't help. It can't hurt to check. I might have done this already for this week. I'm not sure. I have not. All right, cool. "14 minutes and we have 2 DPS already. Cool. Oh, good, a fate. Okay. Thought my mic was not responding for a moment. Ooh, it's a mark. That one looks very, very intimidating. So my plans to go back to Twitch at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of 2025, are going to be put on hold until I finish up all of the MSQ stuff for Shadowbringers. So I'll be streaming on Twitch until then, or streaming on YouTube exclusively until then. Once I am done with that last MSQ stream for Shadowbringers, that'll be the last stream I do on YouTube. So I'll be here for a little bit longer. I was wondering when you'd come by again. The items you brought back last time are perfect, but I'm hoping to have more stock before I head to Yulmore to do my peddling. Are I trouble you to go on another foray into the crater? Okay. Well, looks like we're going into the crater again. Find more of 2B's personal belongings. Did not mean to do that one. Wanted to go into this one. Alright. That's good. Good thing I'm doing this as dancer because I can get there a little bit quicker. Because I think Peloton's movement speed increases faster than Ninja's natural move speed. I just have to make sure I keep it refreshed. I'm going to do that after I'm done zooming with these. There we go. Alright, so I'm grabbing something from here, and then I'm probably going to go much deeper. Another heavy container. Oh god. That stopped my momentum entirely. Alright. grass arena.
Yeah, I'm going back here.
And I'm gonna make sure I have a dash ready. So I can get down here in a pinch. Wait! Alright. Gotta go down even further to get to the teleport. Dwergar Mountains. Exit to Kalusia. Ah. So we're just further this way. Cool. Oh, it took us all day to get back over here.
There you are. Were you able to find anything of interest?
Yeah, here you go. Some personal diaries and a giant container.
Marvelous. With the addition of this little lot, I'm now ready to set forth. If truth be told, I'm a little daunted by the prospect of going all the way to Yulmore, but if I have confidence in myself and some grog, and grog is always good for that, I'm sure all will be well. Oh yes, I'll see to our wares our best coin, fetch the best coin they can, and to prove everyone that I'm worth more than the ale I can hold. Thanks for your help, my friend. I'll be fine for a beer, and you can let the chief know as much.
Okay. Hey, Dour Dwarf is, worth something.
Lolly ho there, ho. What? You'll be pleased to hear another recording device has arrived.
Thank you.
I know what you're up to. Oh yes, I can see through your ruse. You pretend to be a friend while spreading viral rumors about me behind my back. Well, you're not going to drive me out of my own village. I don't want to die beardless and dry, you hear me? Beardless and dry. What am I doing? Well, it seems a visit I paid Glag the other day backfired. Hard to tell if trying to reach out to him is better than not doing anything. But that's enough about Glag. Let's talk about cheerier things. Owing to everyone's hard work, the village is starting to look like itself again. This had the effect of inspiring another one of us to volunteer for help. The Val has been wanting to speak with you, so let's call him over.
Huh?
Oi! Throat's here if you wanted a word. Chief, Throat. I've always believed that our actions speak for us, and I've always respected them as dared to make things happen rather than sitting around. But sitting around's what I've been doing, and while you labor to rebuild our village. And it made me ashamed of myself. I want to help too, if you'll have me.
I mean, I'm more than happy, but yeah.
Whatever problems we may have had in the past, having more comrades can only be a good thing. We'll let them join us, of course.
I mean, yeah. Oh, hi!
I'm glad we're on the same page. Thanks for giving me a chance. I'm ready to get to work. Just tell me what you'll need me to do. I'll start by having a chat with the fellow and see how he can contribute to the cause.
Please finish up. Yep. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
Castrum Maranum. Halloween Danaland.
This is it. The emerald weapon.
I've been expecting you, hero of Eorzea. Look, Father, this is the power that we command. Mark 5 anti-icon wall marking out the emerald weapon. Alright, we're starting with this again. Alright, give this to you. Oh, good. Oh, okay. Are okay. Did someone just fall?
Okay, good.
Oh, good, we're going the other way. Yep, and again. Oh, okay. Well, you're cutting the stage. That's good.
This can't be it. This is too easy.
Oh, God. Okay, well. That would have been bad.
It's targeting me. I don't like that. I see. All right. Oh, okay. Doing this again. Another bit of Magictek magnetism.
this is not good.
Ow! I was in the wrong spot.
Oh, that's because it hasn't used Oversoul yet. Well, get ready for phase 2. Not even you can beat the Empire's finest, activating Oversoul. Balzar combat data ready, initiating organic core override. Ali, Alphonse, this is goodbye. Rex, what have you done? What is the meaning of this? Wait, that glow. Bear witness to the glory of the Empire. And now, one of my favorite songs in the game. This is Werlyt, at the time of the invasion. Could the synthetic R-site be causing this? And this is gonna be a much harder phase. Oh god. Well. Oh. Oh, I see. Really? Stay like that. Oh god. Okay. Jesus. I do not remember much of the second phase. Oh, you gotta react fast to those. I'm kinda glad I went into this as Dancer, just because I have the dash that can get me out of trouble if need be. What? Oh, Black Wolf's image. We're surrounded. I don't like this. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, God. All right, cool. Oh, now we're over here. Find the gaps. There we go. I am gaining so much meter because of the Viper. Oh my god. Picking him as dance partner was the best decision. Okay. Oh. Alright, I'm going for this. Yeah! Yeah, you gotta be on your feet for this one.
Yay! We did it!
Ooh.
There we are. Oh, and I'm back here. Cool. Well, I guess I meant to be back here then. Because I was all the way in, on the first. At least I finished off the weekly quest, so I don't have to go back there real quick. And so it ends. But why would Rex throw away his life for this? You are right. If I'm ever to learn the truth, I must concentrate on the task at hand. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nevertheless, the observations I've made during the battle may yet prove useful. As a matter of fact, that was not the only information I was able to gather. I intercepted a signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting the 7th Legion. They must have known that the Alliance would follow the Emerald Weapon here sooner or later and made good their escape. Meaning the way is now clear for Sid to inspect the Warmark and his remains. We got here as soon as we could. Not that we could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. From what we know, it seems that the Emerald Weapon was ilm for ilm a great deal more powerful than the previous two. If this is allowed to continue, who knows what sort of monstrosity the 7th Legion will conceive next. Nevertheless, Throde has once again proven himself capable of overcoming the worst the Empire has at its disposal. May be relieved to hear that that Castro Poseidons was free of anything resembling a weapon. Unfortunately, it was also devoid of any useful leads, and we came away empty-handed. In all honesty, part of me wishes we'd never found the Emerald Weapon. Perhaps then Rex would not have been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I only hope he is finally at peace. How many more demons are we gonna see you air out, Gaius? We will do what we can to spare the others from sharing his fate. I and the Ironworks will search this place from top to bottom for clues as to the 7th Legion's plans. Before that, allow me to sweep the area for booby traps and the like. I would not put it past the Imperials to have left a few surprises for us. Agreed. I'll go with you. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald Weapon. Carefully, that is. Oh no, not again. Alphonse, you knew all this time, didn't you? Lysandia and Recon too. Everyone except me. And you, Rex? Yes, that's what the synthetic RSI system is. Fusion between pylon and core is the key to Oversoul. Unless we use it, we don't have a chance of beating Father's newfound friends. They stand between us and the primals, without which the weapons will never reach their full potential. We thought that if you knew the truth about Oversoul, you'd try to stop us. Of course I would, but what I don't understand is why all of you are so willing to give your lives for the weapon project. What is it all for? It began the day Father left. Without his guidance, his protection, the Garleans lost any respect they once had for us. But their cruelty pales in comparison to Valens. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities, an endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. No matter what they do to us, we will never lose hope. If it's the duty of the strong to lead the weak, we will become the strong to protect those who cannot protect themselves. The weapon project will give us the strength we need. We will create a world where people like us can live without fear of persecution. We want you to see this new world for yourself, Allie. even if we must give our lives to make it a reality.
But why me?
The years spent serving the Empire has changed us all, except you, Allie. Even after everything you've seen, you're still the caring, innocent girl we grew up with. More than any of us, you deserve a chance at happiness. That's what we all agreed. Allie, listen to me. Right now, the soldiers assigned to watch over us have been called away to the capital. Now's our chance to get you out of here.
Then why don't you come with me?
If Alphonse and I were to run away now, they'd only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. This is our way of upholding the ideals Father instilled in us. Our lives are a small price to pay for Werlyt's freedom.
No. How can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it.
We will forever be at your side, Allie. Rex, take her to the holding cells.
No, let me go.
So win or lose, the plan is to hand over the castrum to Father, is that right? Yes, they'll take Allie into their custody before the Gallians return, while you will be free to pilot the Emerald Weapon without her interfering. We can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. I'm counting on you, Alphonse. Don't let our sacrifices be in vain. Rex, have you forgotten what I told you? You mustn't use Oversoul. I can't lose you too. We both know I can't win without it. Besides, we need the combat data of the Emerald Weapon fighting at its peak if we're to have any chance of perfecting the synthetic aurosite system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Forgive me, Rex. Don't you worry about me. If this is where I meet my end, I'll do it with a smile on my face. The rest is up to you, Alphonse.
This is the girl you spoke of, yes? She was locked in a cell, but I saw no harm in letting her out. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been through quite an ordeal. No. Why, Rex? Why?
Gaius, once we've extracted the core, we'll take it back to Turncliffe for analysis. Perhaps she should come with us. There's no use in her staying here. Jeez. Well. Severo's taking care of Allie, but it may be some time until her nerves are settled. If the vision you witnessed is indeed true, Alphonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I would know more of what her brother hopes to achieve and why she must resort to such desperate measures.
Allie's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing I thought you should know. When we checked her for injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises.
Who did this to her?
seems she was subjected to beatings on a regular basis, judging by the varied stages of bruising. I dare say this was the work of Argalian masters.
You speak as though you've seen this before.
Seen? I've lived through it myself. I was born in Werlyt 23 summers past. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blooded Gallian and a member of the occupying forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, it is more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of Werlyt, who treated us as badly as the Gallians did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who would cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear, so I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary, however, and my superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Xenozia Galvus and Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to Werlyt. While it was never much of a home, it was all I had, but nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had for many years suffered from poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence, Garleans had denied her treatment, claiming it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in Werlyt. I would be punished for desertion if the Imperials discovered the reason for my return. And I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. I ran as far as my legs could carry me, and that's when I met Gaius.
So that's the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I knew aught of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I had always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak, yet there are those who had become drunk on the power afforded by their station and prey on the ones they should protect. Like a canker, this corruption has spread to every part of the Empire.
Even those with Gallian blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the All-Ra, an easy target for abuse being so few in number. Perhaps like me, Ellie thought she would be spared such treatment once she joined the army. Alas. I only hope that with time, Allie can put the past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all we can do is wait for her delirium to subside. It is Valdelin's turn to keep watch. Man, I cannot read. Let us ask him if there's been any change.
Well, how is she?
I suppose you're here to ask about Allie.
She will enough to speak with us.
As her condition is improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue distress. Wait here. Awkward.
Allie, I am sorry. For what happened to Rex, it was my fault. With Sandia and Recon too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions.
Father, no.
This cannot go on. Please, Allie, you must tell me all you know.
Of course.
First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we were parted.
So much has happened. It seems like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to the newly reformed 7th Legion. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next, until eventually a man named Valens van Varro was given command. He was sent from the capital, but before that, he was a specialist in experimental Magictek weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-prima war machina, the weapons, but after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew.
Oh, jeez. Sapphire weapon is so much bigger than the other two.
Some even say he's planning to use the power of the weapons to lay claim to the throne. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapon project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself, and I've been able to put the pieces together. He's jealous of you, Father.
Valens van Varro. I must admit, it was only recently that I first heard of that name.
Valens used his knowledge of Magictek to devise various military strategies. He was given a position in the army and quickly rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He was one of the candidates to lead in the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the ultimate weapon. Valens has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideals you upheld, where you treated those who served the Empire based on merit rather than on the race or origin. Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others.
Ah, so he's a neo-Nazi.
It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge, all the hatred festering away. Nothing good could ever come of it.
So the marks on your body are his handiwork.
Yes. To Valens and his men, we are no more than fodder for his experiments, playthings on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain.
If I had remained a Garlemald, you would have never been forced to endure this abuse.
It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Valens if we wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. The truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others, but if we were to stay to see the weapon project to its completion, we would gain the power to defeat Valens, and then the Empire itself, freeing this world from its tyranny. That way we might start afresh and find a place we can call home. Not just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace.
You would give your lives for a future you may not live to see.
We took courage from your teachings, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength, by whatever means necessary. We will fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew that you'd never consent to our participation in the weapon projects, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we're the only ones who are able to stop Valens. We know just how powerful the weapons are. He would use them to bring the world to its knees. And his masterpiece is the worst of them all. Only I could get my hands on it, then I could save Alphonse and all of Werlyt. Father, I know you and Alphonse stand on opposing sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, Father. You're everything he aspires to be.
I have failed him. Failed you all. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I will free him from Valens if it's the last thing I do.
Thank you. He needs you, now more than ever.
Listen, Ali. I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate weapon was not born to create, but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help you, brother. Pray, tell me where he is.
I'm sorry, I don't know where he could be.
In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we will find him. As for you, Ali, you must stay here and rest.
Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, Rykon, and Miss Melisandria, aren't you?
I am.
We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. I have no right to ask this of you, but... lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse.
I mean, I was planning to do that from the start.
I now know why they call you the hero. Alphonse, I'll do what I can. I'll do what I must for you, even if it means going against Father's wishes. But I have a good feeling about his new friend.
I'm just a little guy. Sephra, she... See that she has everything she needs. Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. May I ask you to relay the news to the troops in Garabania? You can count on me.
Your loving father act may fool the others, guys, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Or is this your idea of redemption?
Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play.
Was I wrong to spare you that day, or will you honor your word? It seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors.
Alright. Porta Praetoria. Ah, yeah. Yep, back there. No experience for it. That's good. Hold on a minute. I forgot I still have this! Huh. Let me see these. Yeah. Oh, and they have purple on them. Cool.
We recently received word of your victory over the Emerald Weapon. I expect it was another fine display on your part, not that any of us were able to see it. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, another kid died, and we fought the memories of Gaius.
Good grief, it sounds like you had an awful lot to contend with. Rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports, should anyone wish to review this information ahead of the next sortie.
Well, if I may say so, it looks like your ordeals have taken their toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention. But until then, be sure to get some rest.
Okay. Alright, well. Back to one of these. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's correction chamber. Why do they make me wear armor when all I do is fill out paperwork?
3 weapons. 3 pitiful displays of ineptitude.
Ah!
To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister no less, has escaped. And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius? After everything I've done for her, this is how she repays me. As her older brother, it's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Oh, of course. It's your first time, isn't it? Come along. There's no need to be shy. You see, something wicked has taken hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. It may look painful, but it's the only way, I assure you. He'll be ever so grateful, and you want him to get better, don't you? There's a good boy. Now let's try again, shall we? Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad.
Jesus Christ. My God.
Huh? What was that sound? Well, whatever. Back to my paperwork. Still don't understand why they make me wear armor while doing this.
Well done! You've all made Father proud. Very proud indeed. As for you, I thought you were a cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. And since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius van Baelsaw, whatever it takes. And if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Like the vermin you are!
Man, that face is gonna haunt me.
Having said that, we will be forcibly initiating Oversoul using Xenos' combat data, so whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic aura sight system do the work, with you as its conduit. You should thank me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning.
Lord Valens, preparations for the Oversoul trial are complete. We await your orders.
Splendid! There's never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, who'd like to see something special? Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you.
Is this kid okay? It looks alright. Oh well, back to my paperwork. Good night.
This is my chance. And it's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, I will be unstoppable. First Valens, then the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Ellie safe. Melisandre, Rykon, Rex. I'll see this through to the end. I promise. Until then, watch over me.
Oh, we're still... Okay, back here.
So, is it ready or not?
7th trial sequence has been prompt, sir.
Then get on with it! Initiating synthetic Arcite system. Loading diamond weapon simulation.
What's going on?
You're helping us with a little research is all. Whatever your name is. The time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Garlemald.
This isn't what we agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you'd let my family go.
You have Xenos' data loaded, yes? Activate Oversoul and be quick about it.
Understood, Lord Valens. Galva's combat system ready. Initiating organic core override. Oh, he's gone. My mind just... No! If this is what it takes to protect you both, I love you. I'm so sorry. Oh! Well, that can't be good.
Where is my prey?
Organic core override complete. Xenos Galva's data loaded.
The subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey right from the outset. Regardless of the combat prowess it may boast, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut it down. Deactivating synthetic Arcite system.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, revolting! And what a mess it makes of the cockpit! Adjust the settings and prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting.
But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation.
My, I never knew you had such wonderful sense of humor. The great Valens van Varro bargaining with savages? Ha! More fool him for trusting me in the first place.
Well, next one. Thorold, I was hoping I might have a word with you. Ever since Turncliffe was liberated, we've been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet, helping the residents, that sort of thing. We Alamegans know how hard life can be for a society struggling to stand on its own after years of Imperial rule. A lot of what most people would take for granted is to be rebuilt from the ground up. While we were able to assist when it comes to providing basic resources and keeping the place safe, there are countless other problems that need attending to. If you can spare some time, we could use your help. Bless you, Throat. You really are a saint. I'm sure the people of Turncliffe will benefit from having someone like you around. Once you're ready, have a word with your usual escort. I wish you all the best. Hey, so, who's ready to run that guy through? Because I sure am. And I want to do it now, rather than after the next fight. Yeah, so, they really want to hammer it into you that that guy is one of the worst people. Something happened? Oh, weird. Anyway.
You're the one who piloted that war machina and defeated the sapphire weapon, aren't you?
I am.
Thought so. I've heard much about you, but I doubt you know who I am. My name is Avelina. I grew up here. When I saw 16, I was put to work as a Magictek engineer. Thanks to you and yours, we are now rid of the Imperials, though I fear many of us will struggle to put the past behind us. Over decades, we suffered at their hands. Generations of young people were forced into the army and sent off to die in some distant land. I suppose I could be considered one of the lucky few. My work here kept me away from the battlefield, and I hope that my contributions might help the others live long enough to make their way home. In the end, most of them never returned. Though my efforts were in vain, I can at least honor their memory. I want to leave something behind for their sake, to prove that they haven't been forgotten. A monument bearing their names. To ensure that not a single person is omitted, I need to see that official list of conscripts. If one still exists, it would be inside the Imperial facility beneath the town, but with the Resistance troops and our workers and engineers closing the place off, I can't get near it. Perhaps you might have a word with them for me. I'll leave as soon as I find the list.
If it's the list you need, it's a list I will try to get for you. Hey, can we take a look for a list of conscripts? Apparently she wants to make a memorial.
I see. It's been unusual for one of the locals to show an interest in the Imperials' leavings, but it seems she has her reasons. Since we're still carrying out our investigations, we've closed the place off to prevent anyone interfering. Considering it's you asking, though, I can hardly say no. Still, I'd better go with her, in case the others kick up a fuss. You're very kind.
Hey, can we look at him, please? Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry for any trouble I've caused. You have my thanks.
Think nothing of it. I was glad to help.
As I'd suspected, the Imperials kept detailed records of the local conscripts. One name in particular stood out to me. My friend Melisandre. I had no idea she'd been assigned to the 7th Legion of all places.
How did you know her?
It all began while we were serving together in the 14th Legion. We had much in common, both being drafted from the same occupied territory, and we soon became firm friends. Then one day she was sent off to fight in Eorzea while I remained here. The day before she left, she came to say goodbye, together with her foster siblings from the orphanage. The youngest one, Rykon, was particularly upset about not being allowed to speak with their adoptive father, Gaius van Baelsar, before they departed. It was actually another of his orphans, Livia Sas Junius, who forbid them from seeing him. I can't say for certain, but it seemed that Livia had a strong attachment to Gaius and wouldn't let anyone else near him.
Oh, gee! Funny you mentioned that. It's more than an attachment, if you know what I mean.
As far as I could tell, he tried his best to keep Livia at arm's length whenever possible, but her devotion to him was bordering on obsession, and she became extremely jealous at the slightest sign of affection between him and his other wards.
Yeah, that's Livia.
Others, however, treated them far more kindly. In fact, a Perfectus Castorum of the 14th Legion came specifically to meet them. While I was surprised that a Rokudan had risen to such a rank, I was even more taken aback by the unguarded manner in which he spoke with his subordinates. I had hoped that with people like him serving on the Eorzean front, they would be in safe hands.
Oh. Well, I think we know who this guy is.
Then the time came for Melisandre to leave. We shared a few final words, and then she was gone. It would be the last I ever saw of her.
Yeah, the way she was talking about this Rokudan, I think we all know who it was. Who apparently got a little more of an honor, got a little more of a glow up when they redid Cape Westwind.
After that, I was assigned to the Tribunus
That word.
of the 14th, Nero Tolskevia, and I worked on restoring the Ultima weapon. I wasn't even at the Praetorium on the day it was destroyed, but I escaped aboard an Imperial ship moments before it came crashing down. I eventually made my way back to Werlyt, only to be drafted into the 7th Legion to continue working on the weapon project. Even now, it makes me sick to my stomach to think I'd help bring those abominations into the world. Using living pilot to feed the weapon's core was part of the design from the very beginning. Of course, they'd never dream of subjecting a true-born Garlean to such barbaric treatment, not when the 7th Legion has a ready supply of Provincial's conscripts ripe for the taking. Pilots were referred to only by their code names, and we engineers were not made privy to their true identities. Even with this list of conscripts, I still don't know who was sacrificed in the name of the weapon project.
Oh, God. I kinda don't want to tell her. Well, let's bring an end to the weapon project together.
But what can I do? For years, all I've known is how to build tools of destruction. The 7th Legion's far from finished. They're biding their time, waiting until the right moment to unleash the final weapon. And when they do, it will bring naught but death and woe to all who stand in their way. Even after everything they've taken from us, they still want more. If it weren't for the Empire, Melisandre would still be here. She was the kindest person I ever met, but to the Empire she was just another pawn in their games. I will never forget her. There's a way I can make a difference. I know there is. But first I need to speak with the members of the Ironworks. I have a feeling that War Machina you used to beat the Sapphire weapon will be called into action again. Until then, there's still time to make improvements, and I intend to help. I'm still going ahead with the plan to build a monument, but stopping the Empire must come first. I hope Melisandre and the others can wait a little longer. Now, before I go, allow me to express my gratitude. I don't know what I'd have done if it weren't for you. Until we meet again.
I want to make that mech stronger. Let me in and help. Resistance officer at Porta Praetoria.
which is back in Garabania, so I gotta talk to you. Okay. Ireful Oak. Hello.
Seems we'll soon be
We'll soon be turning our efforts into rebuilding. Our new order should be coming in any day now. Alright. Well, let me get this first. Emerald weapon. Oh. I see. Invisible wires, I guess. You really don't need to do this, you know. Yeah, whatever. Alright, I got that one. I got that, Fights Extreme unlocked. You know, just because. Alright, well. So how was your time in Turncliffe?
Yeah, we got someone that's gonna help us fight the last weapon.
Alright, all done with that, and now, duty in this. I love that. Duty in the sky with Diamond. Come at the right time. There's been some developments in Werlyt we'd like to share with you. And as luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain this situation. Thanks, I'll take it from here.
Oh! Glad to see you looking so well, Throat.
Oh, it's been too long, Minago.
Yes, it certainly has. I haven't seen you around Ralger's Reach much lately. Anyone would think you're trying to avoid me. As much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I've got some serious business to discuss. Following the liberation of Turncliffe, it seems the people of Werlyt have also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grip of the Empire. Like-minded citizens have rallied under the banner of the Werlyt Revolutionaries, and they aim to depose the 7th Legion that currently occupies the city. The ranks include many former conscripts, and between them, they possess no small amount of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them. After much consideration, they decide to turn to none other than Gaius Balzar. Of course, many would balk at the thought of turning to a former enemy, and many did, but desperate times call for desperate measures. His reputation as a legate speaks for himself, and as most Alamegans will attest, he was a far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Theodoric, or his successor, Xenos, for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion of Werlyt in the first place, so who better than him to take it back? After accepting their offer, he requested the delivery of additional arms and provisions from the Alamegan resistance. Not that we have much to spare at present, but we'll do what we can. While my comrades see to the preparations, I've been assigned to meet with him in person. I was wondering, could you accompany me to Turncliffe?
I was about to head back there right now.
Thanks, Throat. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with the Black Wolf is a rather daunting prospect, even if he has supposedly turned over a new leaf. But I'm sure having you there will make a world of difference.
Yep, if he decides to do anything funny, his legs are coming off. You see the blades on these things? They can cut through steel and very tough dinosaur scales. I'm a little menace. Alright, off we go then. Alright, back to Turncliffe. Let's go. I see they have you roped in trying to lead the people you formerly captured.
Ah, Gaius Balzar, I presume.
I am he.
I come bearing the Alamegan Resistance's official reply to your request for aid.
on paper.
I see. You have my thanks.
Does this mean we can finally make our move?
With the assistance of the Alamegans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance of victory. But lest we forget the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far, and must be prepared for severe casualties should its full fight be brought to bear.
If our lives must be the price of freedom, we will pay it. We'll pay it willingly. Let me be clear. We Alamegans have not forgotten that it was you who led the invasion of our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands.
You should probably be used to hearing that by now, Gaius.
Even so, the people of Werlyt chose you to lead the revolution, and we would honor their decision. I only hope they will not come to regret it.
Aye, as do I. Should I be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment and whatever that may entail.
Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I would like to discuss the transportation of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please.
Once again, I prepare to lead an army into Werlyt. The irony is not lost on me. It is a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. For most of my life, I believed that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind. Not only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. And so I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory, I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one's birth or circumstances, that they may serve the Empire. But there are those such as Valens who see being born Garlean a virtue in itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus and everything that entails makes my blood boil.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Ugh. Valens brings shame upon our homeland and makes mock of the ideals I once stood for. By my hand he shall pay for his foul crimes.
We are running out of time, guys. We have to go after her.
Wait, what? What's going on? There's something I would show you, but not here. Come with me.
What do you mean go after her? What? What's going on? Who the hell are you talking about?
You must keep this to yourself. I do not want the soldiers to think I am being distracted by personal matters.
Let me guess, she escaped.
This letter was found in her room.
She ran back to the Empire, didn't she?
Dear Father, I'm sorry for leaving without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and for the freedom of Werlyt, I have decided to take matters into my own hands. I know of a way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it's too late. My mind is set. Please do not try to stop me, Father. The days we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Allie.
She's heading for the 7th Legion's stronghold in Werlyt. I'm sure of it.
Taking matters into her own hands. She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there's no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Allie and Alphonse.
I want nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the Werlyt revolutionaries to risk their lives to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisan army to shreds. As a capable warrior as Throat is, if he were to charge headlong into the heart of the enemy, he would be overwhelmed by sheer numbers.
What if we don't do something? Allie and Alphonse are as good as dead.
I know Severa. And so did Ali when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan.
We all got the same phone call.
Can you hear me? I'm at Werlyt, just outside of Castrum Colinum. All hell's had broken loose. There was an enormous explosion, and through the smoke and flames, I saw what appeared to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire...
Found it, we've lost the signal. This must be what Ali spoke of in her letter, a way to end it all. Alphonse and the others were planning this from the beginning. To bring the weapon project to completion to use it to free Werlyt from the Empire, even at the cost of their own lives.
The revolutionaries were to hear that a weapon has been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see it as the perfect opportunity to strike. If it's running amok, it may not distinguish between our allies and the Imperials. A large force would draw too much attention, but the three of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us.
What's it gonna be, guys? Between us, we'll find a way to save them. But we're only gonna go if you command it.
I cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone.
I'll have you know my record for surviving dangerous missions is impeccable. So far.
Very well. For the time being, I will have the revolutionaries stand by and await my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Werlyt may present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Severa, have Sid ready, the G-Warrior.
Understood.
Once your preparations are complete, let us reconvene outside the hangar.
Oh. Sometime earlier in the 7th Legion's Werlyt headquarters.
How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my impatience, I may have vented my frustrations on that brother of yours. I do hope you'll forgive me. Lord Valens, you mentioned before that the previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data within their cores. Yes, very good. I see you were paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the primals they absorbed and the data they accumulated will serve a singular purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the Diamond Weapon. But while you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the Ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived, Sapphire and Emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations. As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Balsar's band of rebels and reclaim the data. Yes, you have done very well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it into the Diamond Weapon. Then all that remains is for me to assume my role as its pilot and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots, as per our agreement. Of course, of course! A handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even though the weapon project's revolutionary technology allows even an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier, only the truly gifted can draw out the full potential of the synthetic aura sight. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavering loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations. And you are everything I desire. I'm honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valens. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our arrangement. I request that the people of Werlyt be given full imperial citizenship and the right to self-govern. My, how very bold of you, and quite astute at that. Yes, I could grant the people of Werlyt citizenship, and if I so desired. Unfortunately, a mere legatus such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of an imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are but a means to an end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you've taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fair reward for those who played a vital role in the ascension of Emperor Valens. I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well. If it's Werlyt you want, it's yours. I'll soon have no need for this stinking backwater province anyway. And what about my brother? Ah, yes, Ulwick. Or was it Alfred? Well, whatever his name is, you needn't worry. I've made special arrangements for him. He'll be perfectly safe, provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent! Now let's get you aboard the diamond weapon, shall we? Ah, one step closer to my coronation. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I know this isn't what Father would have wanted, but it's the only way. Please forgive me.
Oh, still more. Hold on.
Initiating the synthetic RSI system. All sensors activated. So far, so good. Diamond weapon, codename Xenos. Commencing activation sequence. Behold perfection itself. Sandia, Recon, and Rex gave their lives. That the others may live without fear. The R-side is taking hold. I'm just glad that you didn't have to go through with this, Alphonse, but you'll have to go on without me. You and Father still must work together to... Ah! I'm sorry I can't be there at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Is something the matter? Diamond weapon is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valens.
Oh. Valens, you might want to run if you still want to live to be a bastard.
Low-born filth! If you think your little performance had me fooled, you're sorely mistaken! What are you waiting for? Shut it down!
Yes, my lord. Transmitting deactivation signal.
It's not responding. That insolent wimp had me worried for a moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I'm through with her, she will beg for death.
Take her out of there, please.
Something's gonna happen.
No, I can't let it end like this. Melissandia, Recon, Rex, guide my hand. Alphonse, wherever you are, lend me your strength.
Combat sample ready. Initiating overmind. Subject name. Bzz.
Overmind? What is that?
Oh!
This can't be. It's ignoring the shutdown signal and initiating overmind, but how? I don't care how! Stop that thing before it brings down the whole castrum!
Oh, too late. Well, now we know how that thing is wrecking havoc.
Ready to depart. I'll send for Master Garland.
Get sit down here, please.
We all expected another weapon to appear sooner or later, but not quite like this.
According to Val Delane, it finished laying waste to the headquarters of the 7th Legion and took to the sky. Although this has dealt a massive blow to the Imperial forces, I'm certain that Allie is on board with the weapon. It must be halted before she comes to harm, and for that, I need the G-Warrior and airships to transport it. I see that one thing hasn't changed since your days as the Black Wolf, your penchant for gigantic war machina. But this means the G-Warrior has another chance to shine. I'd be happy to oblige. But if this means the G-Warrior has another chance to shine, I'd be happy to oblige. Only this time, rather than having it unceremoniously towed by airships, I have a more dynamic entrance in mind. Oh?
Pray tell. Oh, hi.
It's good to see you again, Throat.
From what I hear, we have you to thank for Avelina volunteering to help the Ironworks. Since she joined the team, our work has come leaps and bounds. Wow, that quick, eh?
I'm just grateful for the opportunity to finally put my knowledge and skills to good use. As far as I can tell, your target is the diamond weapon, the most powerful of them all. What's worse, its design incorporates all of the combat data and abilities of the other weapons, making it far more formidable than those you encountered before. Thankfully, we've had time to prepare for such an occasion.
Would you care to elaborate? Let me put it like this. Thanks to Avelina's tireless dedication, the G-Warrior has been reborn. But there will be time to explain more on the way. Come on, the end prize is waiting.
Am I gonna pilot this thing again?
Oh! You turned it into a giant ship.
Very impressive, but may I ask what purpose it serves?
Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, we've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. We come to save lives, not to end them, and for that reason, the G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G-Savior.
Yeah, looks suspiciously like a boss arena. Ah, I see. So you just decided to turn it into a boss arena. How convenient.
Once again, Citadels engineers have provided precisely what we require before we even knew it ourselves.
Due to the added complexity, we'll have Gaius pilot while Throat handles the various armaments.
Agreed. There will be little opportunity for us to grow accustomed to our roles, but even so, we must succeed at all costs.
The cloud deck is now accessible. Alright. I am gonna continue as dancer. Alright. I'm just looking at the scenery. Alright, well, I'm gonna pause the recording on my end until the queue pops. Because I don't have anything else planned. I only had the weekly quest thing for Yorha planned. And speaking of, oh yeah, but before I actually pause for the queue, let me go on ahead and take a look at this. Dear Throat, White spheres have ties to 2B and INS's world, which is almost inconceivably advanced. I found that data there is stored by machines bearing the names of gods. Even the tiniest glimpse of the smallest portion of it reveals the memories by the hundreds. People's memories. What does it mean? I need to know. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna pause the recording. There we go. And then, when the queue pops, I will unpause it and we will try our hand at the final weapon. But in the meantime, I'm actually gonna go on ahead and use the restroom, so I will be right back. I have returned.
And nothing's changed in the queue. I may actually have to heal this one if it goes longer than 13 minutes. Oh, the co-founder of Team 17 has passed away. Martin Brown. I think he was involved in creating the Worm series. Which makes sense because Team 17 has worms under their umbrella. That sucks. I seem to have dropped a lot of frames. That's kind of bad. When the hell did this happen, though? Must have been when I was lagging during the Emerald Weapon fight. Because I tried doing a dash during the fight, and it didn't go for a couple seconds, so I think there might have been a bit of lag during that fight. Well, that kind of sucks. I have enough stamina to open the pack. Have I recovered enough stamina to open up a pack in TCG Pocket? Nope, 30 more minutes. Oh, but a rare pick is available for their lightning event. I kind of have all of these, so... Yeah, I've got 3 Zapdos EX. I managed to get the full art one yesterday. So I really don't have a need for any more lightning cards. Oh, oh well. Well, gotta wait. Still. That still has not gone up. Withdraw. Well, it went down to 8 minutes. I have a feeling if I were a tank, it'd be a lot quicker. Let me test that. Draw. I really don't want this one to be the one that makes me get to level 81. I forget which gloves I have glammed on. Scion Traveler's gloves. Alright, well that makes sense. I'm guessing Scion Traveler's boots? Yeah. Yeah, even as a healer and a tank, the queue times are still kind of long. I'll just go back to this and reset my position in the queue. I might get lucky. Oh, I gained a new sub? Hold on. Is YouTube actually gonna tell me who the sub is? Nope, of course not. And the Stream Elements widget sure ain't gonna do that for me. time away from keyboard. Again. I really hope the queue pops quickly. So I really don't want to have to wait here half an hour for a queue to get into one fight. I think the record for longest queue time I've had during one of these streams is still one of the Evil East Alliance raids. Well, that's interesting. My mouse isn't showing on the screen because I haven't clicked back on the game yet. I never noticed that. Interesting. Actually, I might have time to go get a snack. I'll be right back. Bumped my thumb on the side of the laptop, on the corner of the laptop. I got a snack. Dried apples. There were a bunch of these in the break room at work, so I just grabbed some. These dried apples are strawberry flavored. Strawberry flavored. And they are dried apple chips. Oh, hey, we gained... Really? I'm in a queue, and I'm getting a free company invite. No. Yes. I was about to say, we got a queue for a, we got an additional DPS in the queue. And if it took 10 minutes for that, then we're gonna get a full party in about
one more hour. I may have to get another one of these. I mean, these are pretty good. And yeah, I can taste a hint of strawberry on them, but still weird that they labeled apple chips as strawberry flavored. Without context, that is just really weird. I'm just taking a look at my skills. Okay. So, last dance ready is, result of, this at level 92. Just seeing what I have to look forward to on later levels. Means I'm gonna have to make some room on my hot bar here. Let's move some stuff around. Okay. There we go. I can see the text a lot better now. Piece of one of the apple chips caught in my teeth. Feels like it anyway. There we go, got it. Just needed a swig of my tea. I just love waiting.
charged. All I had to do was cough to get it to go. All right, let's go. Maybe I should get a debilitating cough more often. Oh, whatever. Let's go. Where the hell are we? I don't know, but we're on the cloud. We're on the cloud deck. Mark 1 anti-icon war machina, the diamond weapon. Target in sight. Pin it down with a salvo of missiles. Threat detected. Returning fire. Oh! Jeez. Kick. Oh, that is it. You guys are so dead. All of a sudden, these guys are here too. All right, who's getting the, once again, I'm gonna give, the close position to you. To the Viper. It went so well last time. Ow. Oh, you guys also made another one. Cool. Okay, well. Alright, so the countdown isn't exactly in seconds. Oh no. And again, we... Oh, good. Okay, well, I should not be standing near them then. Got it. All right, cool. Ow. But we all took it together, so therefore it didn't hurt as much. That's how it works in real life, right? Purging off. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, I still live. Oh, get over here. Oh. Oh, good. Adamant purged. Okay, well, I guess I'm standing here. Meow, meow. Meow. Oh, God. Okay. Well, stay over here. Oh, my. I got knocked off. So I was in the wrong spot when I got knocked back. Oh, instant res. Thank you. I'll just do that. Oh, it's got armor again. Okay, cool. So if you haven't guessed by now, Alphonse's soul is in the weapon. Oh, stay away from that. Wait. Oh, yep. Getting over here was the right choice. Oh, hello. Well, staying over here then. Oh. It has a lot of arms. Oh, wow. I barely did anything. And we got a dead tank. Great. Okay, good. Huh! Did that actually work?
doing this. Cool. That didn't do much. Being ranged has its advantages. Oh no, why me? One, a two, a three. Stay over here. Alright. And back over. Nice.
Yeah! All the weapons are dead.
Up and down it goes. Oh, we're gonna have to go after that. And you.
Yay! I got two.
You did well piloting that thing.
We must reach the diamond weapon before the Imperials.
The hell was that voice?
In all the years since the invasion, this place has hardly changed. I was expecting to find some sign of the 7th Legion here, but it will appear the diamond weapon has already taken them out of the equation.
The hell is going on? Oh, okay.
I pray we are not too late.
Ah, crashed here. Cool. Oh, good. She's still alive.
Ollie!
Still alive.
Please, take her back to Turncliffe. I have some unfinished business to attend to.
You gonna be okay? I'll do it, but just don't do anything too reckless. How the hell am I gonna drag this body back?
Now the Luma has become of Alphonse. If you have the score to settle, now's your chance. Show yourself.
Oh, good. He still lives.
Come to gloat, have you, Gaius? It's not over yet.
You certainly have an instinct for self-preservation. I would expect nothing less from the coward who sacrificed his own soldiers to further his ambitions.
How dare you speak to me of ambitions? You're the one who stood in my way at every turn. If not for your meddling, the Empire would have been mine. Mine!
Enough of your delusions of grandeur. Where's Alphonse?
Why, he's right in front of you.
What?
Once you hear the answer, you'll kick yourself for not realizing it sooner. You see, in all the previous models, the combat data was either incomplete or unstable in some way, making their performance in battle wildly unpredictable. But then an idea struck me. Rather than using data gathered in battle, I should use something a little more realistic. It turns out that beloved boy of yours was quite brilliant. When he puts his mind to it. By my ingenuity, he has been reborn as the core of the greatest machine ever devised. None but the great Lord Valens van Varro could conceive such a marvel. And to think that Allie came here to steal the diamond weapon to save her brother, only to find he'd already become a part of it. Perhaps it wasn't the reunion she'd envisioned, but I'm sure she was grateful nonetheless. Oh, that might also explain why Overmind activated all by itself. It was clearly an attempt to protect his precious sister. A fascinating anomaly, but I can't stand disobedience.
That such atrocities should continue unabated is proof of the rot that has spread throughout the Empire. Now your crimes are an affront not only to Garlemald, but all of mankind. And now you will die.
Have you forgotten, Gaius? I've seen your data. I know your every move. Such pitiful swordsmanship is a relic of the past. Just like you.
Automatus est. Croquet Moss.
But this wasn't into my data! Reactivating synthetic aura sight system.
Oh. That thing is still alive. His internal organs are probably just crushed at this point. And now the rest of him is. Oh, I thought he just smushed him, not grabbed him.
This can't be! How is it still functional? Removing memory inhibitors. What? You? Stop this at once! Please let me go, Albert! No, Alfred! Wait, no, no!
Even the names of those sacrificed in your twisted experiments are beneath your notice. You're beyond redemption.
Who are you to judge me, Gaius? Do you remember the names of the tens of thousands of men, women, and children killed for the sake of your conquests?
I do not deny that the blood spilled at my behest, nor will I run from my past. That is why I fight, to prevent the wrongs I committed from being repeated.
No, stop! I beg you! You can't do this to me! I'm Valens van Varro! Better than the Gaius, better than... It can't end this way!
Ooh. Oh! Did they really have to use a pouring sound effect? Oh, it just got tossed. Fitting end. Alphonse. Alphonse, my son. I have failed you. But this is not the end. I will see your dreams fulfilled. This I swear. I ask only that you and Miss Melisandre Recon of Rex watch over me.
Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon. Give them to Allie. Watch over her in my stead. Father, I cannot go on like this. Please.
I understand.
Thank you. I'm proud to call myself your son.
Man, what an ending to all that.
I see. We will remain here until further notice. That was Gaius. Valens van Varro and the Weapon Project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the Werlyt revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffered considerable losses, they have at last gained their freedom. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who have survived this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I have struggled to find a purpose, or reason to keep on living. It is the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone. Forever.
Yep. Hey, I got a thing. Oh! Get a tabletop thing. Cool.
The recent events in Werlyt had a profound impact on the lives of many people, but none more so than Allie. She's been in a state of shock ever since she returned. We've even called in Sid to see if he can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there's a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what caused Allie to close herself off like this. But for the time being, all we can do is wait. There was one other thing. Evelina came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you should go and see her.
Alright, good. Where the hell is Avelina? Oh, over here. I didn't get much experience from that. That's good. Oh, you made the memorial. Cool.
You wanted to see me?
Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none the worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to the Alamegan resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, we will never forget them. This way, they'll always be a part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of the sacrifices that were made. You were always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others.
Avelina is absorbed in prayer. Now would be a good time to return to Severa. Let's leave her to it then.
I hope all is well with Avelina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received word that Gaius will be here soon.
Oh, cool. I wish to see Ali. Would you send for her? There is no light in those eyes. Does she even recognize me? At first, we thought the weapon's influence had caused this, but it seems there's more to it than that. The doctors say that this is most likely the result of immense trauma. Her mind has been scarred, perhaps irrevocably. She boarded the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did she know that Valens had used the synthetic orsite system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. Then, when she boarded the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrible truth. I've never heard of anything so cruel.
Just a moment. In each of the previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapon's core. So how was Ali able to escape a similar fate?
That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There's no need. I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept her safe. In the end, I wasn't able to save your brother, my son.
All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could have lived in peace. But after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward?
No, this is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely, and those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of a land without oppressors and the oppressed, where all may live as equals. Thanks to his sacrifice, and that of his siblings, the cornerstones of such a nation have been laid. Melisandre, Recon, Rex, Alphonse, and Ali. They risked everything to win the freedom of Werlyt. And now it has come to pass. I will see that their ideals are upheld. This I swear, as their father. The long and arduous process of rebuilding Werlyt has begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place that people like Ali and Sever would be proud to call home.
For so long, all that kept me alive was hate. But the time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't. And while nothing I do can bring back the ones I've lost, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been giving.
Times change. People change. And it's just as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work if everything stayed the same. If you have a need for my creations, just say the word. You know, Gaius, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years, but what would be the point? What's done is done. There is one thing, though. If anyone can get through to Ali, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. Damn. I would not have made it this far without my constant companions, Valdelane and Severa. In fact, I believe she has a few words to share with you.
For all my life, I've been searching for my place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. But I've realized that if we can't find one, we'll just have to make it ourselves. It's what I learned from Gaius' children. Despite everything, they never gave up, and neither will I. For now, at least, my place is at Gaius' side. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. And before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we'll meet again one day. All this time I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I imagined him to be. The ruthless subjugator of nations, evil made flesh. While many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he has turned his back on the Empire and its hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband. In many ways, still am. And even though they're no longer with me, I want to be someone they would be proud of. Now, I too have been given a chance to make a difference in a land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Werlyt, I'll be sure to tell the tale of your bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to find the struggles ahead. Pray, go in peace, my friend.
Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Valdelin and Severa and I will continue to work together. At least for the foreseeable future.
Well, here they are.
Oh.
And who might these charming young men be?
They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters in one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid. We mean you no harm.
That thing on your forehead.
My name is Gaius Balsar, and like Valens van Varro, I was once a legatus of the Gallian Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for a just cause, my conquest came at a terrible cost. Pray forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ears, I have a story to tell. God, they look horrified right now.
Oh no, they've got trauma. Oh no, it has anxiety.
A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally victory was theirs, but it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice, and yet they have entrusted the future to me, and I will stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there's only so much one old soldier can achieve by himself. I would be honored to have your support in the days to come.
At ease, lads. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of line, he'll have me to answer to.
Though they were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of the castrum, they may have been injured while fleeing. Have the doctors look over them and find a place for them to stay.
Oh, we have more. Oh no.
It seems the time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. I myself can scarcely believe we were once bitter adversaries, but my encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
What is strength? What is weakness? If those who grasp the reins of power are said to be the strong, then those who lack such power must therefore be the weak.
For better or worse, however, we are far more complex creatures than that. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character, of spirit, of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversity, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess. May it never leave you. Seems I will have to summon all the resolve I can muster if I'm to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent government of Werlyt is underway, and I will do all in my powers to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with the Alamegan resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. That reminds me, if you're passing by Porta Praetoria, the soldiers stationed there wish to hear your version of events. Please give them my regards. I hope that when our paths cross again, I will have glad tidings to share with you. Until next we meet.
Well, farewell. But you still owe me a fight, and I want that fight. I mean, yeah, you still owe me a fight, dude. I'm ready when you are. You bet I'm gonna kick your ass. Welcome back, Throat. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we first heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded, so what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? Yeah, it's more messed up stuff involving people getting fused to more Machina. I'm surprised I don't have trauma from all this. My Rallguard's beer. Even for the Empire, that must be a new low. Those poor orphans. I can only pray that the citizens of Werlyt are able to enjoy the freedom that Gaius' wards gave their lives for. At the very least, we need no longer live in fear of the monstrous creations birthed by the Weapon Project. I shall add your account to our official report. Finally, on behalf of the Alamegan Resistance and the whole of Eorzea, for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Yeah, that weapon project is kind of, bad even for the Empire. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon. Give them to Allie. What? Everyone is confused as to what the hell is going on. I like how Nero is just sitting there. Projections from within the projections from within the synthetic R-site. These are his memories. Their memories.
I don't want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you.
No, not yet, Allie. No, it's not your time.
Father still needs you. Please take care of him. In our place.
And if you're worried about Alphonse, don't be. He's got us for company. We want you to see this new world for yourself. We will forever be at your side, Allie.
I'm the only one left.
The color's back in her eyes.
But I'll never be alone. Father.
Well, sometime in the future, Allie, I hope you forgive me for what I do to your father. And that is it. But we gotta talk to this creep again. Alright, diamond weapon. Let's go. Let's see what you made it look like. Ah. Most formidable of all weapons. One that requires no introduction, except you just gave it an introduction. Yep. Okay, well, skip cutscene. And Cloud Deck Extreme is now accessible. Okay, now I'm done. Yeah. We saw some really effed up stuff. But now that that's over, all of the side stuff, except the remaining role quests, are done. And I'll be covering all of those in videos. So look forward to those starting in January. In the meantime, I'm going to stop the recording. Next stream is actually going to be the other half of the Lego build that I started on Wednesday. And I'm planning on streaming that January 1st. So basically a week after the first Lego stream. I'm going to be taking a break from streaming until then, so this is the last stream of the year. And it's not quite the last stream on YouTube, but we're getting close. The moment I finish the last Shadowbringers main scenario quest, that will be it for streaming on YouTube. So until then, I'm going to be here on YouTube a little bit longer. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the second half of the Lego build. Take it easy. I'll see you guys then, and have a happy new year.